Hello, welcome. In this video, we're going to be continuing to talk about the 37th week. Today, this is September 13. This is the fourth day of the 37th week, day 256. And as we go on in this, I'm going to first of all show you the nature of the fourth season. I mean, the fourth season. Every fourth season comes with its own thing. This is the fourth day, and also remember that we're continuing our journey into the 7 weeks of the year. As a matter of fact, today is the 11th day in that journey. So I'm going to show you first of all the character or the nature of the fourth day. The fourth is the middle of the week. The fourth is the middle of the week. So that tells us that, okay, is a place to, is the connection between the first 3 days and the last 3 days. And there's something significant about this, this. When you think of what God did within the 7 days of creation, God did not bless anything until after the fourth day. He blessed on the 5th day, blessed on the 6th day, and blessed on the 7th day. So that shows that the fourth is the bridge to the blessing side of the week. God blessed on the 5th day, God blessed on the 6th day, and God blessed the 7th day itself. So the fourth day is the bridge to the blessing side. So that's why this day is very, very important. So I want to see that this is the connection. This is the bridge that takes you to the other side of the week. Now, because it is the bridge to the other side, sometimes it's important to consider the fourth day of the week as examination day. So when you look into the Word of God, you're going to see that the four chapters of the Bible are temptation chapters, trial chapters. The fourth is about trials and temptations. From Genesis chapter 4, you see the trial started. So every fourth chapter in 7 chapters of the Bible is a trial chapter. So in Genesis chapter 4, Cain killed Abel, and then trial in the family came. The fourth book of the Bible is about trials. The book of Numbers, trials. The fourth chapter of Exodus, Moses almost gave up. The temptations of Jesus are recorded in the fourth chapters of the Bible, fourth chapter of Matthew, fourth chapter of Luke. In Mark chapter 4, Jesus and his disciples were on a boat, and then a storm came against them. Jesus rebuked the wind, and the storm, everything became calm. In Acts of Apostles chapter 4, that's where the, persecution started. The apostles were beaten. Persecution started. So the fourth chapters are trial chapters, temptation chapters. Second Corinthians chapter 4, we are pressed hard on every side. Hard pressed on every side. And it was when the fourth king of Israel came to power that the kingdom divided. The kingdom divided. So whether you look at this as a fourth day of the week, or you look at it as the 11th day of our journey into the 7 weeks, is a day of trial. If you look at the 11 chapters of the Bible, you're also going to see the same thing, but let's not go in there now. Let's just stay here. 11 chapters of the Bible tells us of temptation. The tower in Genesis 11, Solomon imported idolatry into Israel in the 11th book of the Bible. David sinned against, with Bathsheba in the 11th chapter of 2nd Samuel. So I wanted to see that the fault, the nature of the fault is that it's a season of temptation, it's a season of trials. So here we are in the 37th week of the year, and this is the 4th day. You have come to the temptation and trial day. So you just have to be sensitive because the tempter is around. You have to know that. There are temptations that come in the 4th season. You have to be very sensitive. How you respond to situations, how you respond to people, how you, how you, the decisions you make, the things you fall for. The tempter is around today. Now, what is the enemy interested in today? Satan wants to do 4 things. The 4th is the climax. First of all, he wants to bring confusion into your heart. He wants to make things happen that he wants to throw you into confusion. Using circumstances that happen, he wants you to be confused. Refuse to be confused. Let God direct you instead. That's the reason for luminaries. The luminaries were made on the 4th day of creation to take confusion away, to divide between darkness and light. So there's no confusion. Just to divide between light and dark, to separate, to be for seasons, so that there's no confusion. The second thing the enemy wants to do is to cause deception. That's the reason for temptations. Deception. So when people are deceived, then they act wrongly, and deceived people also deceive others. So Satan wants you to be confused. He wants you to be deceived. He wants you to be afraid. He wants you to lose your faith and be afraid. When Jesus was his disciples on that boat in Mark chapter 4, he said to them, "Where is your faith? How come you're saying, Lord, don't you care that we perish? How did you just become afraid like this? Where's your faith?" In the 4th book of the Bible, after Moses sent the spies and they returned with the evil report, the people literally lost their faith in God. They began to cry and, "We're going to perish. We don't want to go again." They lost their faith. That's what the enemy wants. So the enemy is targeting your mind. He wants you to be confused. He wants you to be deceived. He wants you to be afraid. He wants you to lose your faith, lose your confidence, and so you become afraid. So you must protect your heart from these 3. Protect your heart from confusion, protect your heart from fear, and protect your heart from deception. And the last one is he wants you to stumble. He wants you to stumble through confusion. He wants you to stumble through deception. He wants you to stumble through fear. Confusion, deception, and fear. Then you stumble. So if you look at Psalm chapter 37, it says, "Do not fret because of evildoers." Remember when in Psalm 73, David said, "My feet almost slipped when I began to look at the prosperity of the wicked." He said, "Do not fret, nor be envious at the workers of iniquity." Don't stumble because of what other people are doing or what is happening in the lives of other people. Just stay focused. So do not fret because of evildoers. Do not be envious because of workers of iniquity. That's the word. And this is a word for the 4th day. Don't fret. Don't fret because of what you see happening around you. Don't fret. Don't be envious of other people. Don't get distracted. That's part of what happens with deception. Deception comes with distraction. To be able to deceive you, the first thing the enemy does is to distract you. Distract you with praise or distract you with something. Can distract you with pain, distract you with pressure, can distract you with pleasure. He distracts you so he can deceive you. So protect your heart from these three and the fourth one. Protect your heart from confusion. Protect yourself from deception. Protect yourself from fear. Protect yourself from fear. And then so that you will not stumble. In verse 7, it says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who brings wicked schemes to pass. Cease from anger. Watch your emotions. Cease from anger. Forsake wrath. Do not fret. It only causes harm. You're going to stumble if you open your heart to these things. I bless you in the name of the Lord that as you go through the 37th week, you will not stumble. In this day of temptation and trials, you will cross the bridge with, in flying colors. You will succeed. You will prosper today